Hello everyone, today I'm going to bring you a tutorial on how to make this lovely little bow, and it only takes 2 pieces of 22cm ribbon, so it's very economical and yet it looks so pretty. So let's get to it. So to make this bow you will need some scissors to cut your ribbon. I'm using these Fiskars fabric scissors today. You will need a hair clip to stick your bow onto, or you could attach it to a headband or an elastic. It's completely up to you. You will need a lighter to heat seal the ends of your ribbon. I've got a couple of pins here just to mark in some measurements as we're working on our bow. I've got my needle here threaded with some double strength thread, and I've popped a knot in the end. I've got this rhinestone iron-on centre trim. As you can see, I've cut a little strip from it. It was a little bit too wide. This was about sort of 12-13mm wide, and I wanted it just wide enough to wrap around the centre of my bow. So I've cut a strip from it, and I've already attached it to a 1cm wide strip of matching ribbon. And I just used my hair straighteners to pop this on there because it's a heat fix. You could use an iron, or straighteners are just a lot easier. Just clip your straighteners over it. I have mine on 200 degrees until it is fully stuck on there. So I've already done that in advance to save time. I've got another 1cm strip, and this is cut to 11cm in length, and this is to wrap my clip. That is optional. You will need a hot glue gun. And then for the main part of the bow, I've got 2 pieces of ribbon, and these are both 1.5 inch wide or just under 4 centimeters wide. And both pieces are cut to 22 centimeters in length, or around 8 3/4 inches in length, and that is 2 pieces. I'm using this kind of thick grosgrain ribbon today. It is a lot thicker than the standard grosgrain ribbon, which makes a really nice shape for this bow. You can use a standard grosgrain ribbon, but you will find that if you use this thicker stuff, it does hold a better shape. First of all, taking a lighter, you will need to heat seal the ends of your ribbon, and this will just get rid of any frays and prevent any further fraying. Then grabbing a tape measure or a ruler, taking one of your pieces, we're going to measure down to 5 centimeters and cut up diagonal from 5 centimeters. So 5 centimeters, just making sure it's lined up. So from there, cut it up diagonally to the top corner, and then discard that piece so it looks like this now. And then again, grabbing your lighter and heat seal that raw end just to get rid of any frays and prevent any further fraying. And then we're going to do the same on the second piece. Now obviously this is double-sided ribbon, both sides are exactly the same, so I can cut it from the right hand side up toward the left as I did this one. But if your ribbon is not double-sided, you will have to do it the opposite way, so you will have to cut it up diagonal from the left toward the right. But yeah, my ribbon is double-sided, so I can cut my ribbon exactly the same. So from 5 centimeters up diagonally, and then just heat seal that raw edge again. So I've got 2 pieces now, the same like this. Now what you want to do is lay these so that they are facing opposite directions. So I've got one cut diagonally coming down toward the left, and one cut diagonally going down toward the right. I'm going to set this piece aside, keeping it facing this way, so I know that this piece has got to stay this way up. So I'm just going to set that aside like that. Grabbing our pin now and the tape measure. So from this piece with the cut coming down diagonal toward the left, we're going to measure 7 centimeters from the top and pop a pin in there. So 7 centimeters or around 2 3/4 inches, and just pop a pin in there. And then we're going to fold this down up to the pin. So where that pin is, you want to fold that down like that. And then taking this corner, so where the shortest length is, not the longest side, the shortest length, you want to take that bottom corner from that top layer, and we're going to fold it up diagonal and overlap this top left corner slightly. And then you can just use your hair clip just to pop it on there to hold that in place for now. And then next, taking this longer piece that's coming down, we're going to fold it across diagonal toward the left, so it's kind of in line with this folded piece here. And then we are going to fold this piece under and back up so it overlays this raw edge, so it's in line. So this is what you should end up with. I'll just show you that again. So we've got this so far. You're going to bring this long piece across diagonal toward the left, and then this piece you're going to fold it back and bring it up and lay it over the top, lining up this pointed corner with this corner here, so it's overlapping the inner corner of that piece slightly. And then you can use that clip to clip all of those layers in place. So that is one half now ready. And now we're going to grab the second piece, this time with the diagonal coming down toward the right. Again, we're going to measure from the top 7 centimeters or 2 3/4 inches and pop a pin in there again. And again, we're going to fold it down up to the pin. And this time, obviously, our diagonal is going in the opposite direction on this piece. So where the shortest length is, taking that top corner and folding it up diagonal, this time toward the right, slightly overlapping that folded corner. And then I'm just grabbing another hair clip, just pop it on there to hold that in place. And then taking this long piece now, and we're going to fold this piece out toward the right this time. And then this piece, we're going to fold it back and then lay it over the top, so it's in line with the raw edge, and this corner is in line with that corner there. Holding it all together with my thumb and fingers, I'm going to take that clip off and re-clip that all in place. So now we've got our 2 pieces ready to sew along the raw edges. So grabbing my needle and thread, threaded with my strong thread, and I've already got a knot in the end, we're going to do 8 stitches across this raw edge. So going in through the top, catching all of those corners for the first stitch, making sure you catch that bottom folded corner also. Pull that all the way through to the knot for our first stitch. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and as you can see, the 5th stitch is catching that bottom corner. 6, 7, and then the 8th stitch coming up through that last corner. Hold on, we keep getting stuck around the clip. So our stitches look like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to remove that clip now and that pin, and we're going to pull in that pinch. And then once you've got that nice and tight, go through that last edge, catching a couple of the layers of the ribbon once, and then on the second go in, don't pull it completely tight, go through that loose loop a couple of times, and that will form a knot to hold that all in place. And then we can trim off that excess thread. So that is now the left half of the bow ready. And now we're going to do the exact same stitches on the second piece. So I'll just pop a knot in the end of my thread. And then on this one, obviously because it's slightly different to that one because it's the opposite, we're starting off on this corner this time. It depends if you're left or right-handed. If you're right-handed, you might be starting off on this side. So this time we're going in through this corner first for our first stitch. 2, 3, 4. This time our fourth stitch is catching that corner on the underside. 5, 6, 7, and then our eighth and final stitch, I'm just going to remove that clip and that pin out of the way. So our final stitch is coming up through the folded corner at the bottom and catching all of those layers through to the top. So it looks like that. And then we're going to pull that tight. And then again go through that last corner, catching a couple of the layers of the ribbon just on that last edge, just to seal it off with a knot to hold it all in place. So as you can see, they're both the same, but they're sort of symmetrical. So we made them the opposite direction so that we've got symmetrical bow. So taking my hot glue gun now, I'm going to place some glue across the middle and bring these two halves together. So this is what we've got now, and now we're ready to add our clip and our centerpiece. So I like to line my clip, so I've cut a strip off of my matching ribbon 1 centimetre wide by 11 centimetres in length, and I'm going to half line my clip. And then I'm going to attach this now to the underside of the bow. And then now to attach the centre strip. So I like to go over the middle first, so I'm going to place some glue over the middle, lining it up centrally across the middle of the bow. And then on the underside, I'm going to trim off the excess ribbon. So I just need enough to wrap it around the underside of the clip. Heat seal those raw ends. And then I'm going to glue those end pieces down underneath the clip. flip your bow over, you will need to just fluff it up a little bit. But as you can see, you've got that gorgeous bow shape taken place, and there you go. There is your finished hair bow. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial today. If you did, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you press the bell button, that will turn on notifications. And I'll be back again soon with another tutorial. Bye!